Hey folks, this is Vince with Ads Gaming Addiction, and once again we're going to play REDCON. Nothing fancy, just a quick gameplay video for you. As you can see, I'm about halfway through the game, well a little less than halfway. War progress 43%, and I've been storing up some credits. I really don't know what to spend it on. That's one thing about this game that I wish I could change. I just wish I got more money so that I could buy all of these upgrades and then switch them out and test out different strategies. But as it stands, once you buy an upgrade, you're stuck with it. You can't like resell things, or you can't sell things that you've already purchased to get a refund and then buy other stuff to try other strategies. So it's like once you buy something, you're stuck with it. So like I'm trying to run with what I have for as long as possible, build up a lot of money, and then see maybe if I have the extra money, splurge on something I'd really like. At the moment, I have this Serious Scorcher Beam that I'm able to purchase for 1,200. I'd really like something like that. I don't have the room for it though. I'd have to get rid of this cannon here, this Typhon heavy cannon, which does a crap ton of damage, just because it requires 2 slots, just like this one does. But my current strategy is I have this Archon precision cannon, and I enable the flashbangs on that. And this thing can hit almost anywhere for 100%. It's a sniper turret, excellent. And I use the flashbangs to stun somebody, and then I use my Siege Mortar Mark II. I enable the cluster mine, whatever it is, and whenever it hits, it explodes shrapnel and basically does a lot of damage to personnel. This thing here, the Orion EMP Blaster, also I have it upgraded so it shocks anyone it touches. So I'll also use that to stun enemy troops, and then use that in conjunction with the Siege Mortar to try and take out enemy personnel as quickly as possible. And on top of that, on top of the shrapnel, I use the heat ray here to also do damage to the personnel. So my goal is to use these things to try and take out enemy personnel as quickly as possible. And that's my current strategy. It seems to be working. I am sporting the Fortress Scarabus Extra Defense and Power Layout. These are new ones that I picked up. I think in the last video I showed you the Spire, but now I have these 3 unlocked. The Fortress, this first one, Extra Weapon and Concrete Layout. This one is Extra Defense and Power. This one is Extra Manpower and Cover. Really haven't used that one. I've been switching between these two, the weapon and the defense. More so the defense, because the defense gives you more power, and I need it in order to power these shields. And you'll notice, like, I'm still under power requirement. What I do at the very beginning of the match, I disable the medical ray station, which gives me 5 power, and that just gives me enough power to power everything else. And then I'll toggle it back on as I need to in order to heal my troops. But I'm thinking about changing that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. Again, I don't have enough money to play around with different layouts, so it's like I gotta, try and figure it out as I go. So I've got a 6x winning streak. Let's hope that the next battle works just as well for me here. Alright, he's got a mid-ray station, so I gotta try and take that out, because he could heal himself with my current strategy. Alright, so let's pause this. Let's go ahead and disable this immediately. That enables these 2 things. This guy down here is not doing anything. We'll go ahead and bring him over to the shield. The more people you have working on the shield, the faster it recharges. I'm going to change these guys so that they hold fire. I like to manually fire these, otherwise you're just asking for it. Now he does have some defensive turrets, so he's got a pretty decent amount of defense going on here. So what I may do is use my EMP blaster. That's 45%. It's not a whole lot. Now he doesn't have, well, he's got 2 auto cannons and this up here, so maybe my strategy of still knocking out troops first is a good idea, so as long as I attack these ones along the bottom. This one up here would knock down anything heavy I throw, but these ones down here are pretty weak, and I might be able to get through if they're heavy or fast enough. So let's just hit play, let this play out. Alright, he's charging up. Probably switch this over to flashbangs, yeah. I should probably switch this over to shrapnel. That'll slow down my recharge time, but it is what it is. Now he's gotten smart too. He fires everything all at once too. So luckily my shield and my defenses here are protecting me. Alright, so all of these are ready. So, well, most of them. So what I could do is let me try and disable this. Well, here's the thing. I need to make sure I can take him out immediately, because if I don't, then he'll just come to this station over here and heal up. So I need to... Oh, he's got that huge-ass mortar shooting up here, too. This is going to be tough. Alright, if I throw everything I have at one location while someone is stunned, I could take them out. Alright, well, let's... Come on, shields. Whoa, luckily he missed with that. That was very close. Come on, shields, recharge. Oh, I lost my EMP blaster. Damn it. Could have used that. It's alright, I've got these shock bangs here. Alright, I really need to start firing. Alright, this thing's almost ready. Now, the nice thing about this is that I could... My sniper turret can hit anywhere. And this heat ray can hit anywhere. It can bypass these auto turrets. So I might hit this and then use the heat ray to just get him away from this if I can. So maybe I'll try that first. If I can knock down his defenses, then I can hit him with other stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and shoot that. And let's see if it stuns him. It does. And I'm going to use my heat ray. Now that'll do some damage to him here. In the meantime, let's try and get as much damage done as possible to these other turrets here. I'm going to use this large one to attack this one. And then that should stun this guy for a brief amount of time. And then mortar with the shrapnel. Hopefully that'll take him out. It did. Okay, so that's one down. He's down one personnel right now. Okay. So if I can just keep doing that and hold on, I should be okay. Alright, now I can't shoot anything right now, so I'm going to bring this guy up here and help repair this. Once things are ready to start firing, I'll bring him back down, but for right now, okay. Let's go ahead and bring this guy down here to heal up. Alright, so this thing's going to be ready soon. I've got this mega cannon ready. And... Oh, damn it. Holy cow. Alright, let's bring him back up. He's really going after this EMP blaster. He does not want me disabling him. But that's okay. These things are almost ready to fire. Alright, let's go ahead and bring one of these back down so I can aim better. And let's see how I'm going to do this. Again, I could mess with his defenses here. If I could start to fire, all the better. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to go after this, and then use the heat ray and this, and hopefully that'll knock him out all in one shot. Alright, he's stunned. Heat ray. And the shrapnel. Let's hope this works. Missed. Alright, well let's use that here. Alright, it started a fire. Now, only if I had the extra oomph to finish him off. Alright, he's doing a lot of damage here. Let's bring this guy over here. Oof. Yeah, I may end up losing this one. Alright, no one's prepped and ready to fire, so let's get these guys. Shields up. Man, he is just... This is what I'm talking about. Like, I wish I could just freely... What's he hitting me with that's doing so much damage? Probably these mortars. Alright, yeah, he's healing up here. I could get lucky and knock out this. It's 48% chance, though. I don't know if I should try it. Let's go for it. I mean, there's nothing to lose at this point. I'm gonna have to restart. Damn it! His one defense. Okay, let's. Yeah, he healed himself. All right. Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of screwed. No defenses now. Wonderful. All right, so this obviously is not working. I've got this in a heat ray. What am I going to do with that? I guess we can go after his defenses here. Well, that's back offline again. There's a shock. Alright, now with this being unmanned, his defenses are slightly less, so I'm going to go after something else. Let's try going after... maybe his bigger guns, maybe. Well, this one here is pretty nasty. Well, no, he can destroy it with this thing. Maybe I'll go after this one down here. Alright, that stunned him. I need my defenses back online ASAP. Ow. Well, defenses are back online, but no one's manning it at this point in time. Alright, some things are ready. Again, let's keep pressure on them here. Alright, so that's being manned. Alright, let's repair this before it goes offline. It looks like someone's about to attack it. Alright, we need to discharge this before it goes offline completely. Let's go ahead and attack this. And this is ready. Ow. Yep, good thing I did that, because this is now offline. This heat ray and this is almost... okay, so what I'm going to do is... alright, let's see if we can take out two of them. Alright, so there's that. That should... alright, we're going to switch targets here. Alright, that stuns them, heat ray, and shrapnel. Hopefully the two together... damn it, I missed! Ugh! Sometimes the will of the gods are just not with you, you know? Yeah, I think I failed this. Oh, well, I might have another chance. Let's try another shot, and hopefully they're still stunned. Come on. Yes! Okay, I got them both, I think. He still has 5 personnel left, though, so this is like an up... and my base is actually almost destroyed. This green bar down here. Yeah, this is not going to happen for me. Okay. So I'm going to have to redo my tactics here and try and figure out how the hell I'm supposed to... I mean, even with shields and defense here, like, I can't keep up with all of this. So I've got to figure out a way... to... like, he's got mortars, he's got... what's doing the most damage? I think it's this thing here. Usually my shields can hold up pretty well, and my defenses do a very good job, but some defenses get by. I think it's these two things here. 78%, 40... like, these two big ones here. I think everything else I could get away with leaving, but I think these two need to be taken care of. But the problem is he's got this active defense here, and it's... trying to get to it is going to be very difficult. Alright, so let's do this. Let's see who else we can take out. We'll do... that's 100%, that's 100%, but hitting this would be 43. That's not good. We need shields back. Let's get this guy down here. Okay, we have weapons ready. The question is, where are we attacking? What should we attack? Attacking up here is not a good idea because, again, this flak thing is really powerful and can knock out almost anything. I wouldn't mind going after this, but this is tough. Alright, well, let's go after this guy here. He seems to be easy picking. Actually, you know what? This thing's almost ready. If I could start a fire here, that would be awesome. I could risk it. And there's 2 of them there. So, stun, laser. This is why I want that serious, heavy laser. If I could do a lot more damage with laser. Lasers bypass these turrets completely. So I may end up having to redo everything. Maybe get rid of this cannon and replace it with that really powerful heat ray thing. And maybe that might do the trick. And I'm just going to have to risk a shrapnel hit This thing may stop it, but we'll find out. It didn't, but it missed. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm dead. So I'm going to concede. There goes my winning streak. And let's replace this with... And this is just an impulse buy now. I don't know if it's gonna work. The Hyperium EMP Blaster replaces this thing, but... and what's different about it is that it negates 6 power for 25 seconds, whereas this thing negates 3 power for 25 seconds. So it negates double the power. It uses up more power, but it also has like 2 operators significantly reduce the recharge time by 61%. Great for controlling enemy base, but it's just not enough. So I think what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to try this Scorcher Beam. Hopefully that's the right move. We'll see. It uses up way more power than yeah, see, now I'm using up more power than... It's -9 power. So I have to get rid of stuff. Now this thing has 6... Maybe if I get rid of this Solaris Heat Ray. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Alright, that gives me -3 power. And what can I put in its place? I need something heavy, so I can get maybe another... How much does that cost? 4 power. See, I'm already at -3 power. So, well, if I disable this... Okay, what if I did 2 of these sniper turrets? Can I do that? Would that be a good idea? Again, expensive. Do I buy 2 sniper turrets? I mean, it sounds like a good idea because they can hit anywhere. The downside is that they don't go through shields. I'm trying to figure out what does go through shields. I could do another Orion EMP Blaster, but that's... The power requirement is huge. I've already... Like, my power is just... I don't have enough power to sustain everything here. Unless I shut other stuff off. Alright, buying this is 4 power. If I disable the med bay, that's 7 minus 5 is 2. I'd still be... Yeah, I'd still be short power. I need something that's going to be 2 power or less. Something I've already purchased. Alright, maybe this Basilic Cannon is going to have to do. For right now. And I'll try and figure something else out. Okay, let's try this again. And again, this game requires you to play these levels over and over again. They find the right combination. Let's go and disable... No. Disable that. Alright, we want to hold fire, hold fire, hold fire, hold fire, and hold fire. Okay, well, we want to switch this to shrapnel. Well, that's a... Well... If I'm using the heat ray, maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe the recharge times were screwing me up. Like, I was using... I didn't have enough ammunition, so the recharge times on my weapons were really slow. So I want to try and keep that above if I can. So maybe we'll do... How much is the... Okay, the flashbang we can do. We'll use that in conjunction with this heat ray here. Let's put this one guy here for the shield. Now this heat ray, do I need... What's he doing? Alright, let's get this... I want this EMP blaster going. We'll work that. Okay, now, these shots will be shot down easily. No. Flashbangs will end up making that worse. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this gun to sort of get the flak turret to fire early, and then I'll use my mortar to do what I need to do. Okay, so let's just... I'll keep this in reserve. I'll shoot this thing first. Alright, now this Solaris heat ray is taking forever. Hopefully it's worth it. Alright, this thing's ready. I need to shoot that before it goes down. Let's see if we can take out this huge cannon here. There we go. Okay, that stunned it. The shrapnel actually would have been a nice idea, but all right. Well, let's do it. Let's do the shrapnel. They're stunned for a little bit. It wasn't a whole long time. They're gonna heal up, but that's disabled for a short period of time, so that should give me some leeway. I need to keep disabling their heavy weapons. I think that's what I really need to do. This one's about to fire. Let's see. This is gonna hurt. Oh, yeah, that hurt. Okay, well, let's get this guy over here fixing that. Alright, flashbang on that is ready. Heat ray is almost ready, so we could do some serious damage here in a minute. Okay, so the question is, what are we going to attack? I think we need to get these defenses down. I think that's one of the first things we need to do. Or we could go after this. Cause a fire, because this thing's also pretty nasty. So if we can just maybe concentrate on these two weapons here, I think we'll be fine with the rest of him. So let's do this. We'll shoot this. That'll stun him with the flashbang. And then we'll use the Solaris heat ray. And it's a 75% chance to cause a fire. And that should do some nasty damage. I'm going to go ahead and just do some extra damage here. Maybe if we can stun him for a long... actually, let's stun this again. I don't want this thing firing. Oh, okay, nice. We actually killed two of them. Now, unfortunately, it didn't start a fire here, but... Alright, well, let's get back over here and repair that. Alright, and because we're not shooting anything right now, I'm going to get this guy up here and repair this. I want my EMP blaster. Oh, that's not good. He's taking out... He took out my defenses there. Well, he didn't take them out, but it's almost gone. Alright. So we took out 2 troops, which was awesome. Alright, okay, we're back to manning that. Oh, no, someone needs to man that. Not both of you, just one. Alright, that's ready. Again, I need to use these in conjunction. So basically, I need to hold out as long as possible. Alright, let's go ahead and redisable this really powerful one. Oh, good thing I got that shot off. Alright, so that's disabled again. Alright. Alright, so these things are all ready now. I'm going to wait for 2 of them to be in the same location if I can. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Because they're all in different locations, but I don't want to wait too long here. Alright, let's do the defenses down here. If we can knock that offline. Alright, he's dead. Alright, so now they're repairing that. It's a shame I can't get something in there real quick. I'm gonna risk a shot with this little one here, just to try and keep this offline as long as possible. Oh, okay, he shot it down. Alright, let's get my butt kicked here. Alright. EMP blaster still offline. Solaris still charging. This is charging. Oh man, what's he doing to me here? Alright, forget this. Let's get the EMP online. We need to keep this huge ass cannon offline. Oh man. He's got all these mortars. That's the problem. Alright, so that's repaired. Let's get this repaired. I want to get this shield repaired a lot faster, so I'm going to have a 3rd person assigned to it. Maybe that'll help. Alright. Let's get that going. Okay, all of this is ready now again. So, again, we need to find... I want to try... I don't like this thing. I really don't. Alright, let's just... There's 2 operators there. We'll stun them. Get ready. Alright. Do that. Okay, he actually just launched... I wonder if I could disable that. 43%, not going to be good. We'll disable that. 78% might be better. Before I shoot that, though, let's get someone down here manning this. I might have to shoot it anyway. Alright, there we go. A lot of micromanagement going on here. Ooh. Alright, let's get you out of here. And we'll bring one of these guys back up here. That way you can heal up. Alright, so that's on fire. We'll risk a shot with this. Again, he's gonna, yeah. This thing's not worth it. Alright, he's going after this control center. And this. Let me move him out of the way temporarily. Alright, back over here. We'll repair that. Shields are back up. I'm thinking if I can get someone up here for the heat ray, just to make it ready more quickly. That would be awesome. At the risk of shields. Luckily he missed both of those. Whew, that was close. Alright, so these are ready again. Alright, does he have 2 troops in one location? He does not. Alright, so what if we did... Alright, well first of all, let's get this guy over here repairing that. And... Alright, so what are we going to do? I think... Where's he at? He's got... Okay, let's go after this here. Attack. I like this combination. I really do. There we go. And that should hopefully kill him. Hopefully this will start a fire that'll make them... Alright, now this thing's repaired, so let's repair this EMP blaster. Alright, that started a fire, so they're all down there trying to fix that. That'll give me some breathing room. EMP blaster should be online soon, but this guy's almost dead. So this guy's going to come down here, and this guy's going to come up here. Switch places. I don't want to lose anybody. Alright, this thing's under attack. I've got a shrapnel turret ready. The shrapnel hasn't been doing a lot for me at the moment. %. Eh. No one's up here. Alright, well let me get rid of the shrapnel. I'm doing all of my damage with the heat ray anyway, so this will give me more ammo to spend. And let's just put pressure on this big cannon here. I missed anyway. There's a shock. Defenses, come on, shields. Where you at? Damn it. Oh, there goes my sniper cannon. Wonderful. Alright, well, let's get that back online, because we need those flashbangs. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed now. Alright, Alright, we'll keep pressure on this. Heat ray, but I want to stun someone first before. I might be able to do it with this until this is repaired. But I'm going to have to, like, shoot down here or something. Well, even then, like, I'm going to have to distract it with my mortar, I think, and then use it. So let's do that. We'll... Ah, damn it. Alright. That's ready. Alright, so let's shoot with that. That's going to shoot. Now we fire that. Flashbang. Oh, I attacked the wrong thing. That's fine. Alright. Well, we'll still take someone out with this. Alright. I meant to attack the one up there, but this will work just as well. Alright, this thing's ready again. Let's go ahead and put pressure on this larger one here. Oh, he actually survived that? I'm surprised. Alright, if I can flashbang him... Yes, alright, so the fire would hopefully do some damage to him. Ouch. Alright, well this thing's ready anyway. Let's get back up here. EMP. We need to repair this now. I should probably concentrate on one at a time. Let's get the EMP back up. Alright, so this is ready. I want my Solaris online quickly. Hopefully it will be. Come on, shields. There you go. Alright, who am I going on? He's getting smarter. He's coordinating his attacks. He's holding fire. And I'm almost dead. You can actually see that down here. So unless I do something here miraculously, it's over. Picking off his people one by one is great and all, but it's just not working. I need more firepower to destroy his stuff. Alright, well that's a flashbang. Alright, let's do this. We'll go after this. Heat ray. And we'll attack that. That's a flashbang as well, so we're sort of just stunning him. Come on, hopefully that kills him. Alright, he's dead. Ouch. Okay. EMP's online. Let's get, again, 43%. Not good enough. Alright, let's lock down this thing before it can fire. 78%. Let's get one of these guys here. No, what are you doing? Stay here. Alright, now I've got 90% chance. I'm gonna hopefully I get it locked down before it fires. Damn it, it fired. Okay. Alright, luckily that wasn't too bad. Alright, so that's locked down for a little bit. I want to try and keep my EMP blaster online as long as possible. Alright, there's another flashbang ready. If I'm lucky enough, I could... No, they'll probably knock it down out of the sky. Yeah, it did. Okay, let's get this guy back up here, repair this. Make sure it stays online. Let's get these guys over here. I want them to repair this and get my Solaris gun back online quickly. Alright, that's ready. Alright. This thing needs to go. Yeah, we need to lock that down. But better accuracy is a good thing. So, okay, now we've got 90%. Let's lock that down. Alright. There we go. Power's offline there. Heat rays is available. I'm going to go after this thing again. So let's do that. Alright, that should hit. Heat ray. And if I can, hopefully that'll kill him. I don't know if it will, but... It did. Okay. Cool. Alright, so that's offline. Okay, and he's actually trying to repair that. I may try and flashbang this. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try and flashbang this. Again, I'm trying to get through his defenses. Yeah. Alright, so he's got 1 personnel left out of all this, I think. So as long as I don't take any more damage, I'll be okay. I'm going to go ahead and try and lock this one down before it fires. Oh. It's like he knew I was going to do it. Ugh. Taking damage. Alright, so that's locked down. I may turn the flashbang on this off, just so I can get more... Just so I can fire more quickly. And I'm going to start trying to do a damage to some of these other ones here. It's pitiful, and just not doing a lot of damage. Alright, so this one is a flashbang, waiting for this Solaris heat ray, and then when I get that on... Okay. Online. Okay, so let's do the same thing there. Heat ray. Hopefully I can kill him. Alright, he's dead. Okay, so he has no more personnel to repair anything. So now what I need to do is get fire started and just knock them out if I can. Like, this fire should hopefully knock this out and spread to other places. And then I'm going to use my EMP blaster to keep things locked down. He's still going to be able to fire, though. That's the downside. But let's just keep attacking. We'll go after... Let's go after these one. This one can go after this one down there. We don't need the flashbangs anymore, so that'll help out. I would like to... I wish I had my cannon that could cause fires. I don't have anything that can cause fires, unfortunately, except for my Solaris heat ray. I think we might want someone on my shield repairing that. There we go. EMP needs to stay online. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Alright, that's ready. Someone's working the Solaris heat ray, so I want that up and running. The more fires I can cause, the better. Now, I don't need to worry about flashbangs anymore, so I can just freely attack and try and knock out as much as possible. Alright, now this one, I'm going to go ahead and disable. Hopefully it'll hit. 78% chance. It did. Okay, but power did not go offline. Heat ray's ready. Let's heat ray these bigger guns here. Try and knock them out. Shields, come on, shields. Get down there. Damn it. Alright, we're going to knock this out if we can. 78% chance to hit. If we can get the okay, that's disabled. Great. Alright, let's get... We need our defenses to work. If they're not working, then we're screwed. Alright, no, okay, actually, no, you're good. It's back online. As long as someone's manning it, the defenses are much better. Alright, so let's go ahead and... We'll use this little guy to take out this mortar. Alright, dead. Let's go ahead and use the sniper turret to try and take this out quickly. This thing's nasty. Solaris heat ray. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do damage to this. I want to try and start a fire here if I can. And knock this gun out. EMP, I'm going to try and knock out this one here. No, power's still online. This caused a fire here. Okay, luckily this cannon is offline. If I can keep the shields up and not get any more damage to my base, I'll be okay. Alright, next up we'll... Alright, his defenses are down. Fire is spreading. My goal now is just to knock out his big guns. Alright, that's gone. Now, the fire will continue to spread, which is nice. But I don't want to take the chance that he's going to get through with something else. Like, he's still overwhelming me here. This thing here is rather nasty. So I think we want to take this out. Okay, let's start with this. 68% chance to hit. Oh. Oh, god damn it. I almost had him. Almost had him. Ugh. Well, I earned a little bit of experience, but I wish I earned money for it, too. Well, that was a very close battle. I think I'm on the right track with this, but I gotta figure out how to negate a lot of his damage. Maybe I'm going after the wrong things first, I don't know. Or maybe I was just unlucky. But I think the Solaris heat ray in conjunction with the EMP blaster is the way to go. This thing here didn't really prove all that useful until even then, this Basilisk cannon. I mean, he can use this for flashbangs, but even then, it's just... Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I don't have enough people. Like, he's got more people than I do, so that's also a disadvantage that I have. So yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to get past this level with this current setup. Maybe rework some things. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get to show you any forward progress today, but hopefully you enjoyed the video nonetheless. If you guys want to see more gameplay, let me know. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and check out my official website, www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.